How do you restart your career after a long break? This is a question that I get a lot from students in our courses and boot camps. So I want to share a few tips that can help you find your first job after a long career break. The first step is to identify the job roles that you would like to target. Just go online on LinkedIn or AngelList or any job site and start searching for some job roles that might interest you. Here are my recommendations: software developer, data analyst, data scientist, product manager, UI UX specialist. And once you look carefully at the job descriptions, identify the skills that these jobs require. Ideally, you should be looking for at least a 40 to 50% match in terms of your existing skills, and you should be able to learn the remaining skills in a few months. For example, if you want to become a data analyst, then if you have some background in mathematics or programming, then you only need to learn things like data analysis, visualization, maybe a bit of machine learning to break into data science. The second step is to learn the skills that you require for this job. Now, it's important that you focus on only the skills necessary for getting into your first job role. For example, in data science, you could learn a lot of different things. You could learn deep learning, machine learning, reinforcement learning, etc. But for your first data science job role, all you need to know is a bit of SQL, a bit of Excel and business intelligence tools like Tableau. You need to know Python programming. You need to know how to turn your thoughts into code. You should be familiar with Python's ecosystem of data analysis and visualization libraries. And you need to know maybe a little bit of machine learning. With these skills, and these are skills that you can learn within a few months, you are ready to start applying them to real world problems. The third step is to build some great projects. It's not enough to just acquire some skills, you have to apply them to real world problems. In data science, for example, you can pick a large real world data set, something containing tens of thousands or maybe hundreds of thousands of data points, and then you can apply your data analysis and visualization skills to this data set to build an exploratory data analysis project. Then you should document everything that you've done in the project and you should publish your project online. In this way, you should build 2 to 3 great projects, all in the different areas related to the job that you want to apply to, and then put these projects up on your resume. So your resume will contain descriptions of all your projects, and in these descriptions, talk about the size of the project in terms of the scale of the problem, the skills that you've applied to the project, and the results that you obtained in the project. And also make sure to provide a link to your project, which is hosted somewhere publicly from your resume. So somebody going through your resume can check out one of your projects if it is relevant to them. The next step and the final step here is to try to get an internship or a starter job. Now understand that when you've had a career gap, automatically a lot of people are going to reject you in the resume shortlisting process or maybe after 1 or 2 interviews because they are going to prefer people who do not have a career gap. So the way you overcome this problem is by getting back into work through an internship or through a starter job. As soon as you have 3 to 6 months of experience in the domain, you will be in a good position to then apply for new job roles, and you will be in a good position to then command a higher salary. So that's all it takes. Identify the job roles you would like to target, acquire the skills that you require to get into this job role, then build some great projects demonstrating that you have these skills, and finally get an internship or a starter job for a few months before you can start applying for job roles that are more ambitious. I want to share a final tip about explaining your career gap during an interview. If you've done all of the things that we've talked about, then generally the question of a career gap might not even come up during an interview. But if it does, then you basically just have to tell the truth. Talk about why you had a career gap in the first place. It could be because of family reasons, because you were appearing for some government exams, or because you were just traveling around the world. Then talk about why you decided to get back into a job, and after that talk about why you picked this specific job role to target, and talk about all the great work you've done over the past few months learning everything that this job requires, applying it to real world projects, and confidently say that you are now ready to start contributing to an organization because you have what it takes to succeed in this job role. And when you're confident about your own skills and when you feel that you are ready, the interviewer will see it in your eyes, and that will help you succeed in getting your first job after a career gap. So that's it. I hope you found this helpful, and I wish you all the best. Check out more videos on our YouTube channel or check out our website for courses and boot camps that can help you learn practical skills, build real world projects, and find your first job after a long career gap.